The Raven offense. Long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 93.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now on 1st down. He's got this to his running back, Spencer Ware. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr now to throw, and he finds Stills, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What? Now. 180. Hey, we're good.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's put that team on the ground.
Now Carr. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Spencer Ware there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 50 seconds to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Right Monday, down.
Check 37.
Later 9.
Now Carr. He finds his target, Beckham. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The second quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, you got deep? Undercrush. Big ass.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Keep it up. 180. Here we go. Watch the pass. Alert.
Play action. It's Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Go! 180! 50 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Fuller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, 38 yards, as his guys are back. Within a single score. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing again. Carr. It's caught. Stills, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Carr now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. To throw, it's Carr. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
You got nothing to that. You got nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm here all day. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Go, go. Get set.
Again, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
White. You ready?
Now Gordon on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Switch it, Ken, switch it. Move it down.
On first down, it's Gordon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
6:37. Hey, I 7.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Watch 98. Watch 98.
Now Carr. And Wilson has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Take 4. Take 4.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Monday, down. 180.
I got him.
They will run with Ware. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They come out here in the I. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Your mind. We got 4. We got 4.
To throw his Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. 180. Alert, 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 alert.
What we got? Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Pick it up.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Charlie. Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st down, Trubisky. Complete. Smith has it. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 13. Hey, 18. Blue. He's checking. Crash.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Trubisky. He's airing Throwing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Kill. Turn up. Ran, up. Check 50.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check safety.
Greystone, travel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Carr going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week.